Hey everyone, welcome to the channel where we love to talk about movies. Welcome especially if you're new. If you enjoy talking about movies and staying up to speed on what's in theaters and what's worth checking out, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Alright, with that we're going to get into today's review, which is for A Love Song. I saw it in theaters yesterday, so we're going to dive in here today. Alright, so this movie is about at a campground in the rural west, a woman waits alone for an old flame from her past to arrive, uncertain of his intentions while bashful about her own. So we're just going to go non-spoilers into my thoughts on the film. And there's several pros, and we'll cover those first. And first up, I thought the acting was well done. Like these characters felt like real characters, and that came through because of the acting and I think the writing. Both of those combined. I also thought the locations were really beautiful. I think it's set in Colorado, and yeah, you just get some gorgeous landscapes, and like that was really nice to see on screen. And you got like some very beautiful night skies, some sunsets, and everything that kind of comes with that. I did like how kind of grounded and realistic it was, and that I thought kept the film interesting on that account. And yeah, not really to go into spoilers, but it does feel not like a documentary, but it does feel like a real story. And then kind of coupled with that, I thought the sort of subject matter that it dives into, that it investigates and kind of has you ponder was also pretty interesting. And yeah, I thought that was kind of the main point of the film. But like that being said, it felt a bit more like a play with kind of how it was structured and how side characters kind of come in and interact. It yeah, it didn't necessarily feel like a typical movie in that sense, or it's subject matter that almost feels a bit better in book form, especially if you could get inside the actual thoughts and minds of the characters. So for that reason, while I think it was done as well as it could have been for a film, I thought that it wasn't really my cup of tea at the end of the day. Like so I think it was good for what it was, but it really just had me feeling kind of meh at the end of the day walking out of the theater. So my yeah, kind of wrapping things up. There wasn't anything like negative about the film that I had. There was a good amount that was kind of meh, like the pacing as well. It wasn't like it didn't have me on the edge of my seat and like thoroughly interested. It had me engaged enough, but it wasn't to the point where yeah, I was like thoroughly invested in this movie, and it definitely had me thankful that it was only an hour and 22 minutes, because any longer than that, it was already starting to drag a bit and didn't really feel necessarily all that full for an hour and 22 minutes. It feels more like the sort of thing you would see in like a Pixar short for the sort of examination of subject matter that it has. But yeah, so I give this personally a C. It had me kind of mad. There wasn't anything bad about it that brings it down, but there wasn't anything particularly engaging for me or interesting for me to bump it up higher than that. But I think objectively it is very good for what it is. So I think other people might enjoy this higher. And so yeah, while I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to somebody like myself, it may be something that people enjoy, or it probably is, but again, it just wasn't one for me. So if you've had a chance to see A Love Song, though, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And with that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next review.